Welcome to the Pets Rule Show. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. Had a few technical difficulties, but 5 minutes later, we're on. And let's start by feeding Bob. Bob is here. When you see him like that, it's because he's used to getting fed and he wants to get fed. When I say fed, this is a treat for him. So let me see. Charlie is all day with me, and in the afternoon is Bob. This is Bob's treat. I'm trying to get it all, every little single. You see that, right? You tapping me, but I'm trying to get it all, Bob. There you go. All right. Bon appetit. Bon appetit. There you go. All right. Welcome to the Pets Rule Show. Today, avoid disaster, top pet safety tips for stress-free park visits. Who doesn't want a stress-free park visit? I do. Every time I go to the park with Charlie, I want a stress-free park visit. But sometimes it can get hectic. Sometimes it can get loud. Sometimes it can get crazy. And not only the dogs, but the dog parents also, people who don't belong in the park, kids going crazy. But today, avoid disaster, top pet safety tips for stress-free park visits. Planning your next park outing with your furry friend. Avoid disaster. Top safety tips for stress-free park visit. Mr. Animal Lover from the Pets Rule Show walks you through essential pet safety strategies, from spotting hidden hazards to mastering leash control to ensure every adventure is both fun and accident-free. Whether you're at a local dog run or a sprawling pet-friendly green space, these proven tips will help you prevent injuries, avoid common pitfalls, and keep your pet healthy and happy. I'm going to give you a few strategies with tips aligned. And before we go there, listen, I want to make you laugh. I always want to make you laugh, right? So we're going to start off with Mr. Animal Lover's jokes, right? I have 7 of them. And listen, one day I'm going to get so funny, they're going to give me my own stand-up. For right now, I'm warming up with you, my audience, all right? And let's get there now. All right, number 1. The dog who thinks avoid disaster means start one. I packed water poop bags, wipes, a first aid kit. I was ready for anything, but not for my dog diving into a muddy creek, chasing ducks, and coming back smelling like expired tuna. Disaster avoided? Nope, just well prepared for it. My audience is gonna laugh. Number 2, the cat who wasn't even supposed to be at the park. I brought my leash adventure cat for calm enrichment. She climbed a tree, got stuck, and hissed at 3 Labradors from 12 feet up like a fluffy gargoyle. Stress-free? Only for the cat. The rest of us, therapy. The dog who treats the first aid kit like a snack pack. I brought gouge, antiseptic wipes, the works. He chewed through the bag and proudly ran around with a bandage hanging from his mouth like a party streamer. Pet safety tip number 1, don't let your dog eat the safety gear. The bird who thought it was an air show. My friend brought her parrot in a travel cage for some fresh air. The parrot got loose, dive bombed a chihuahua, shouted "run," and landed on a stranger's hot dog. No pets were harmed, just egos. That's Bob's snack for you, right? The snake that caused a full evacuation. One guy brought his ball python for social exposure. Let's just say when it slithered out of its bag mid picnic, every pet parent and pigeon hit top speed in the opposite direction. Stress free, not unless you're the snake. He was chilling. The hamster who tried to conquer the dog park. Someone thought it would be cute to bring their hamster in a little clear bubble ball. One off leash poodle thought it was a soccer ball. Chaos erupted, the hamster won. Everyone else is still recovering. The dog who thinks cool down means roll in mystery goo. I set up a shady rest area with water and a cooling mat. He ignored it and rolled in something that smelled like old sardines and wet garbage. Stress free for him? For me, Febreze isn't cutting it. All right. Avoid disaster, top pet safety tips for stress-free park visits. Listen, I've been to a couple of parks already. I'm going to show you my video later on in the show for today's park. Rocky Road on 165th and Riverside Park. Beautiful park, large park, open. It wasn't divided. Usually they're divided, small park, large for small dogs, big dog. But this was just open, big, and allows your dog to run around. Small or big animal allows them to run around, get a good exercise, you know. But very clean, no trash, no garbage, no feces. The ground was dirt, you know. Very nice. You know, I thought it was you know, the benches might have needed to be you know, replaced. But besides that, I gave it an A+. All right, today avoid disaster, top pet safety tips for stress-free park visits. Number 1, how to choose the safest play zones and spot hidden hazards. So how do you choose the safest play zone and spot hidden hazards? This is the number 1 strategy, and I'm going to give you 5 tips, right? Scout the terrain first. Before letting your pet off leash, walk the perimeter to check for broken glass, exposed tree roots, sharp rocks, or holes where paws and legs can get caught. Number 2 tip, observe traffic patterns. Know where other dogs congregate and where people tend to walk. High traffic paths can mean collisions. Quieter corners often offer safer play. Number 3 tip, look for natural barriers. Fences, shrubs, or low walls can keep your pet contained and prevent sudden dashes into parking lots or busy streets. Number 4 tip, check ground temperature. On hot days, asphalt and artificial turf can scorch pads. Press the back of your hand to the surface for 7 seconds. If it feels too hot for you, it's too hot for your dog's paws or cat's paws. Identify wildlife, insect hotspots. Stay clear of areas with dense foliage or standing water where ticks and bees or snakes may lurk. Number 2 strategy, essential hydration and heat stroke prevention techniques. Bring fresh water and collapsible bowl. Offer your pet water every 10 to 15 minutes. Even if they don't appear thirsty, collapsible silicone bowls pack flat and weigh almost nothing. Use cooling accessories. Invest in a cooling vest or bandana. Soaked in cold water, these evaporate layers can drop your pet's body temperature by several degrees. It's a great idea. You know, you give your pet a bandana, it will help your pet out. Schedule smart playtimes. Aim for early morning or late evening visits when temperatures are below 75 degrees. Avoid peak sun hours 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. to reduce heat stroke risk. Recognize warning signs: heavy panting, drooling, weakness, or unsteady gait. Demand an immediate break in the shade with water. If symptoms worsen, vomiting, collapse, seek veterinary care. And number 5 tip: adapt for all seasons. All winter trade water breaks for paw flake checks, salt, ice melt, and frostbite can injure pads. Wipe paws and apply pet safe balm before and after every play. All right, before we get to the next strategy, mastering park etiquette and leash control, let me show you a little bit about today's adventure at Riverside Park. I had a lot of fun. Let's see if you can figure it out, huh? Any type of furry animal you have, reptiles, 75, 80 degrees outside. So it's beautiful weather. I'm here with Charlie, and I'm going to give you a walk around. This is Charlie. Charlie, say hi. Say hi. There you go. So I'm going to walk in. This is, again, uh, Charlie, stay back. I'm going to show you the sign so you can see Rocky Run on 165th Street. So there you go. Welcome to Rocky Run. So far, I mean, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful park. And Rocky's Dog Run. What I like about this park is the shade. A lot of trees and beautiful shade. You're not going to feel the sun here. I'm going to tell you that. So let's walk around. Let's do a quick walk around. Ha. Very important, right? If you see this, you're in good hands. Are there any bags in there? No bags, but at least they have it. So let's walk around. All right, you can go to that video. It's on YouTube, and you can stream it. Again, this entire summer, I'm visiting public dog parks throughout New York City. I hit about 5 public dog parks in the Bronx, and I visited. This is my third one, I believe, in Manhattan. So throughout all the boroughs, I'm gonna make it my mission to stop and give you a grade of how the parks are doing. Are they taking care of them? All right, back to avoid disaster. Top pet safety tips for stress-free park visits. Mastering park etiquette, leash control. Keep a short backup leash. Even off-leash areas carry 6 feet to 10 feet. Leash clip to your belt. It's your lifeline for instant control if your dog charges towards wildlife or reacts to an off-limit scent. Number 2, watch body language. Learn the signs of stress, stiff tail, snarling, hackles, so that you can step in before a scuffle, politely call your dog in, and leash up if tensions arise. Number 3, yield right away. Slow down or pause when passing other dogs. Let them sniff and greet before moving on. It's the universal hello that keeps tempers cool. Clean up immediately. Carry biodegradable bags and dispose of waste in designated bins. No one wants to step in surprises, and it keeps pathogens out of grass and waterways. Respect designated areas. Stick to off-leash zones if your park has them. Even the friendliest dog on a leash can spark confusion or frustration among free roaming playmates. All right, before we get to the next strategy, it's time for pet breaking news. For pet breaking news, right? Very important. I have 2 pieces of news. And why do I find pet breaking news important? Because listen, if you live in the Nassau area, yes, there is a public health alert, rise in rabies cases. The Nassau County Department of Health has declared an imminent public health threat due to concerning increase in rabies cases among wild and feral animals. And then my second piece of pet breaking news: animal care centers of New York, they're not accepting any pets right now. They're overcrowded. They need volunteers. They need donations. So if you can make a donation, please do so. And I'm going to take you there real quick. I'm going to share with you. This is interesting, right? Why is it interesting? Let me let you see it with your own eyes. So this is animal care centers. They're suspending intake due to critical capacity. Find your furry friend. They're only allowing adoptions. They're open. And if in an emergency case, you have to bring your animal, that's it. But this is what I found interesting right here. So how do animals get rabies? Rabies is most commonly seen in wild animals such as raccoons, skunks, bats, foxes, deers, groundhogs, and coyotes. According to the New York State Department of Health, however, any mammal can be infected, including household pets like dogs and cats and other domestic animals such as horses and livestock. The virus is transmitted by infected animals through their saliva. They can infect people and animals through a bite, or if their saliva gets into another mammal's eyes, nose, mouth, or a break in the skin. So the virus attacks the central nervous system and can be transmitted from infected animals to humans. This is dangerous. It's scary. And that's why I'm alerting, if you live in Nassau County, this is where I guess the big spread is happening, right? And Hempstead, Valley Stream, Cedarhurst, Massapequa Park, West Hempstead, Roslyn Heights. This is deadly, very deadly for your animals, for humans. They thought this was eradicated, but it's not. So that's why it's important that if you live in these areas, you take precautions, and let's ask the officials running the town executives, beef up your budget and letting people know and announcing it throughout that it's deadly. You can die from rabies. All right, let's go back. Avoid disaster, top pet safety tips for stress-free park visits. If you missed it today, I went out to Riverside Park, 165th Street, Rocky Road Park, public dog park. I gave it an A rating. It was clean and no trash, no feces, a lot of shade, especially if hot days. Tomorrow they say it's going to be scorching, 102 degrees. That is hot. It's going to be above 100. It's going to feel like if it's above 100. So that's the park to be at. A lot of shade. You're not going to feel the sun because a lot of trees, and you're not going to feel the sun there. So that was one of the big advantages and benefits of being in that park. And I mentioned it a couple of times. If you missed it, short video, 10, 15 minutes. I gave it a walkthrough. I showed you what the park looks like, and very clean, bins throughout. And why this is important, right? I want you to understand why is it important, right? I used to be a preschool teacher. As a preschool teacher, I used to take out, 2 to 5 year olds to the park, right? And my first responsibility, 2 to 5 year olds, take them to the park, myself and my other teachers that were there, is make sure the equipment is not broken, make sure there was no trash on the ground. When I say trash at that age, you're talking about candy left over, unwrapped, maybe a lollipop on the ground. What's the first thing a child is going to go for? They see a piece of candy on the ground, it's a free fall. It's candy. They're going to pick it up and they're going to put it in their mouth, So same thing when you have a dog, right? You see feces on the ground, you don't pick up. You're not a responsible dog parent. Dogs are going to run and stomp all over it, especially if they're having fun. That's going to go all over your car. It's going to go all over your house, your apartment, your backyard. And this is where it becomes dangerous. So again, if you want to be a responsible dog parent, clean up immediately after your dog. And as myself, walking around these parks and giving them a walk over, I'm looking for feces. I'm looking for trash. I'm looking for garbage bins, make sure that they're available. These are the things that I want you to know so that when you go to your local dog park, you can look me up and you can see what kind of grade your dog park. And remember that these dog parks, it's all about volunteer. I spoke to a couple of dog parents and they said that according to the budget in New York City, they don't put into the budget so that the park people can clean up those parks, which I found it ridiculous, right? Because that's part of the park. Why shouldn't they clean up? I pay taxpayer dollars, right? I pay taxes. Why? And my taxes go for all kinds of crazy stuff I'm not going to get into in the show. Why shouldn't it go into cleaning the dog park that's inside of the parks, right? So I find that strange. But it's something that we should fight, right? Go to our local politician and tell them, listen, I want a budget for the local dog park. It's okay, volunteers help out, but sometimes you need equipment to cut the grass. Sometimes you need equipment to weed whack. Sometimes you need equipment for a piece of log or tree fell over. So that's something that volunteers probably won't be able to handle, right? All right, so avoid disaster, top pet safety tips for stress-free park visits. My next strategy for you, right? You want to make sure quick hygiene hacks undergo disinfection. Number one tip, pet safe wipes. Keep alcohol-free antibacterial pet wipes in your pocket to swab paws, snouts, and toy surfaces after every play. Let me tell you, when I brought my preschoolers, I had a little bag and I would wipe down their hands, their mouth, before play and after play. If we love our little furry friends, why don't we do it for them also? So don't feel like you're doing something that feels weird. It doesn't. If you love your little furry friend, you do that for them also. Spray rinse bottle. Fill a small spray bottle with a 110 vinegar water solution, safe for most toys and bowls. Spray, let sit for 30 seconds, then rinse with plain water from a second bottle. Portable UV sanitizer for high-value items. GPS tracker, training clickers, a pocket-sized UV wand for neutralizing germs in under a minute. No chemicals required. A quick dry microfiber towel. Keep one on hand to wipe damp paws and gear. It absorbs moisture and micro faster than cotton. Listen, as soon as my little Charlie gets into the car, we wipe him down. We don't wait till we get back home. We wipe him down, and that's what we do. Toy rotation system. Bring only 2 toys per trip. Swap them out daily to prevent cross-contamination at home. Basic first aid tip for minor injuries. I don't know if you noticed, you see me in the park with my little red Target bag. In there, I have a first aid kit. I have wipes. I have my germ bottle, my hand sanitizer germ bottle, water, and a water bowl so that he could drink water. All that I bring in. Very important, right? Treat cuts and scrape clean wounds gently with antiseptic wipes, applying nonstick gauze pad, and secure with wrap firm but not too tight. Change dressing daily. Number 3, handle insect bites, stings. Remove stingers with tweezers. Clean the area, then apply cool pack to reduce swelling. Watch for signs of allergic reaction, hives, facial swelling, difficult breathing, and seek immediate vet care if they appear to, not go away, right? Soothing pad paw injuries. Rinse debris from pads. Trim any loose hair around the wound. Apply paw safe antiseptic gel and wrap with gauze, keeping your pet palm calm and restrict running for 24 to 48 hours. Monitor and record. Note the time, location, nature of the injury. If symptoms persist past 24 hours or worsen, redness, discharge, lameness, contact your veterinarian for professional treatment. Implement these targeted strategies on every park visit to keep minor mishaps minor and truly avoid a big disaster. All right, by following these pet safety tips, you will transform every park visit into a stress-free experience. No more worrying about heat stroke, conflicts with other pets, or unforeseen emergencies, implement these simple hygiene hacks, first aid basics, and etiquette guidelines to avoid disaster and make lasting memories with your pet. Don't forget to subscribe to the Pets Rule Show for weekly expert advice on park safety for pets, and visit our YouTube channel, right? Smash that subscribe button, click that bell. Before every show, we're going to end, like always, with Mr. Animal Lover's 1 minute beef. And my 1 minute beef is going to be with Nassau County's politicians. Listen, we should beef up our budget and make more announcements about the rabies imminent public alert. This is deadly. You know, I didn't know how deadly till I did my research on rabies. This was supposed to be eradicated. And, you know, out there's a lot of houses with backyards. And like I mentioned in that article, right? Raccoons, squirrels, any type of wild animal that runs around outside can have rabies. And when it's a public safety alert, letting all citizens in the Nassau County know that, listen, if this transfers to one of your pet, you bring your pet to inside the house, you know, it was playing in the backyard, it transfers to one of your children or an adult in the house, it can become deadly. So please, let's make the alert more. You know, let's hand out flyers. Let's make, especially for dog parents, let's keep our little furry friends safe. And we should make this announcement a little bit more, you know, louder, so that every citizen can know what's happening in terms of the rabies alert. All right. What a beautiful show we had today. Avoid disaster, top pet safety tips for stress-free park visits. I am going to share a couple of minutes. I'm going to share a couple of minutes on today's visit to the park. And that was Riverside Park, 165th Street, Rocky Road. And let me play it out. They have the rules there. Bench. So far, it's clean. No garbage, which is amazing. You have a little sign here. Please clean up after yourself, after your dog. The fence are well intact. I mean, this park, you can tell it's been here for a long time, right? They can use some new benches. But in terms of the ground, sand, which is perfect for if they pee, I prefer the sand than turf, because you can just kick it over, right? You know, and cover the pee. Always pick up the feces, though. So as I'm walking around, you got the West Side Highway there. It's a beautiful park. In terms of all right, you want to finish watching that video, go to YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe, smash that subscribe button. Tomorrow, it's going to be very hot weather, and I have a special treat. I'm going to go somewhere special, and I'm going to air it. You're going to love it. Click that bell so you can be alerted when I get there. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow, but hopefully it'll go well. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.